Like I've been given, with any change in every season.
First tonight, a local musician says she was the victim of prison violence after a wrongful conviction. She calls it a case of mistaken identity. The musician is trying to clear her name with the help of the Hawaii Innocence Project. We warn you, this story includes graphic descriptions of sexual assault. Our chief investigative reporter, Lynn Kawano, has the exclusive details.
The woman already served her time, but the conviction continues to haunt her. She says it prevents her from working overseas.
Hawaii on my home.
Dion'e wrote this song as she was leaving Honolulu on a prison transport plane in 2009. She had been convicted of drug crimes.
Meth trafficking in the first degree. I have never dealt drugs in my life, nor have I ever been in prison. They were willing to give me a plea bargain, which is that they would drop the 10-year charge to a 5-year charge, and I'm not guilty, so why would I plead to a charge if I didn't do it?
The Hawaii Innocence Project calls it a case of mistaken identity.
There was somebody named Allah that lives there that is transgender, right? And has been mistaken as our client before.
In 2007, undercover narcotics officers claimed a man offered them drugs in Waikiki. They allowed that man to use the officer's cell phone to call a woman who brought them meth. Turns out that woman lived in an apartment complex next to Tamure. Weeks later, she was the one arrested. She turned over her phone records to show no one called her at the time officers said she was being asked to bring drugs. The officer's phone, which was used to make that call, curiously couldn't be found, and the records were lost too. There's no video or audio of the drug deal. The trial came down to her word against the officers. She was convicted.
I was born intersex. They booked me at Ultra C, took me to Halava. At the time, I was not aware that Halava was an all-male facility. My first week I was there, I was sexually assaulted. It's bunk beds, right? And so the bunk beds are metal. So, of course, while he's forcing himself inside of me, he's hitting me at the same time, and it's because I'm trying to yell. I'm sorry.
Her attacker was a convicted sex offender. The Department of Public Safety confirmed he sexually assaulted Tamure, and he was deported to Tonga after finishing his sentence. Tamure spent 2 months in protective isolation after the assault. She was eventually sent to a mainland women's prison.
My heart is in Hawaii. Hawaii on my home.
On the journey, I wrote 25 songs, and those are the songs. Today, I have 2 CD releases. I just had one in May. A lot of it talks about love. A lot of it talks about being alone. When I was in solitary confinement, I would save my bread. They would let me out and I would feed the birds, and the same birds would come every single day.
She wrote the song Fly Beautiful Birds and overcame her suffering to rise further in the entertainment business.
In this life that I've been given, with any change in every season.
This is video of her on Hawaii News Now's Sunrise in 2016. Besides the years in prison, the felony conviction means she can no longer perform in Japan, where she used to work regularly. University of Hawaii law students working for the Innocence Project are now trying to track down witnesses from the 2007 drug case to get the conviction vacated.
This charge has devastated my life. You know, it has taken, a lot from me. You know, my dignity, my honor.
Dion'e wants a new trial to clear her name, even though she already served the time. A motion to get the conviction thrown out will be filed this summer. I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
Lynn, thank you.